Anderson, Bates, Bell, Berryhill, Block, Canella, De Leon, Fuller, Gaines, Galgiani, Glazer, Hall, Hancock, Hernandez, Hertzberg, Hill, Hueso, Huff, Jackson, Lada, Leno, Leva, Liu, McGuire, Mendoza, Mitchell, Monning, Morlock, Morrell, Wynn, Nilsson, Pan, Pavley, Roth, Runner, Stone, Fidak, Barkowski, Wolk.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. The Secretary notices we are absent a quorum. It is now 11 minutes after 10 a.m. We have over 100 bills to contend with, to dispose of today. And we need all members to the floor, all senators to the Senate chamber for our 10 a.m. meeting, session. 10 a.m. session, please. All senators to the Senate floor. Senate floor so we can establish a quorum and start today's business. All senators to the Senate floor, please. It is almost 20 minutes after 10 for our 10 a.m. session. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen, Anderson, Bates, Bell, Berryhill, Block, Cannella, De Leon, Fuller, Gaines, Galgiani, Glazer, Hall, Hancock, Hernandez, Hertzberg, Hill, Hueso, Huff, Jackson, Lada, Leno, Leyva, Liu, McGuire, Mendoza, Mitchell, Monning, Morlock, Morrell, Wynn, Nielsen, Pan, Pavley, Roth, Runner, Stone, Vidak, Wachowski, Wolk.
Senators, a quorum is finally present. With that, would the members and our guests beyond the rail and in the gallery please rise? We will be led in prayer this morning by our chaplain, Sister Michelle Gorman, after which, please remain standing. We will be led in the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag by Senator Leno.
Let us recall again that we are in God's presence. God of all creation, at the beginning of this new day, fill us with wonder and gratitude for the abundance of your blessings. Teach us to delight in the anticipation of the day's surprises. We lift our voices to praise you for the beauty of the earth, for the harvests of field and orchard. Give us hearts that long to share with those who suffer from want and hopelessness. Bring the healing light of your presence into the struggles of our lives, so that by our efforts for the common good, our world will draw closer to healing, justice, and peace. Amen. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, colleagues, we have over 100 bills to consider today. There are over 100 bills, so we are going to hopefully get started very quickly. Under privileges of the floor. Privileges of the floor, Senator Lara.
Thank you, Madam President. Just for the purpose of a quick introduction.
Without objection.
Thank you, members. I want to take a second to introduce three members of our Southeast LA community. I want to welcome Mayor Jorge Morales from the great city of Southgate in my district. Also, Gustavo Camacho, who's our council member in the city of Pico Rivera, and is the new president of the California Contract Cities Association. Along with them is Christopher Lancaster, Deputy Executive Director of the California Contract Cities Association. Please welcome them to the California State Senate. Thank you.
A warm welcome to Senator Lara's guests and illustrious elected officials. Welcome. Anything else under privileges of the floor? Any other privileges of the floor? Seeing none, messages from the governor will be deemed read. Messages from the assembly will be deemed read. Reports of committee will be deemed read and amendments adopted. Under motions, resolutions, and notices, pursuant to Senate Rule 29.10, the following bills are referred to the Rules Committee. Item 33, SB 148. Item 34, SB 197, without objection. Any other motions and resolutions? This is the time to remove bills from consent to the inactive file or from the inactive file. Any motions or resolutions? Seeing none, under consideration of the daily file, under second reading, Mr. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 650, 1204, 989, 1228, 40, 387.
Second reading shall be deemed read. Under governor's appointments, we have three. Those will be taken up this afternoon. Under unfinished business, so colleagues, we have 11 items under unfinished business, not items 29 through 50. If you have any of those, please be prepared to take them up now. That will be followed by Senate third reading, file items 54 through 58, and then we have approximately 80 items out of Assembly third reading, and we'll go through those as they come up. Please be ready if you intend to take up your item today. Let's start with file item 29, Senator Pan, pass on file. File item 30, Senator Mendoza. Senator Mendoza, do you wish to take up file item 30? Pass on file. File item 31, Senator Bell. Pass on file. File item 32, Senator Hernandez. Not at his desk. File item 33, Senator McGuire. Senator Bell wishes to proceed on file item 31. Colleagues, file item 31. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 29 by Senator Bell and Acronym to Peace Officer Training Standards.
Senator Bell.
Madam President, members, SB 29 is back for concurrence. The Assembly amendments did the following. They reduced the number of field training hours for officers from 20 hours to 8 hours, removed 20 hours evidence-based behavioral health training requiring post-review for field training program, and increased the behavioral health competencies on the findings of the review. And we added language requiring 40 hours out of 44 hours out of 40 hours field training officer program to focus on how to teach officers the two behavioral health competencies in field training program. This bill is dealing with the field training for mental health training for police officers. And we had a final amendment that exempted the 8-hour behavioral health crisis intervention training mandate for field officers who already completed 40 hours of behavioral health training. This bill is a companion bill for SB 11. SB 11 dealt with the, sort of the police academies. This deals with ongoing behavioral health training and cultural competency training for police officers, and I urge and I vote for the concurrence.
Any debate or discussion on this item? Any debate or discussion? Is there any objection? Well, we haven't established a quorum. Let's establish our roll call. As Mr. Secretary will please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Canella. I. De Leon. Fuller. Gaines. Galgiani. Glazer. I. Hall. I. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. Hill. I. Wesso. I. Huff. I. Jackson.
Aye.
I. Lara. I. Leno. I. Leyva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. Monning. I. Morlock. I. Morrell. Wynn. Nilsson. I. Pan. I. Pavley. I. Roth. I. Runner. I. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wachowski. Wolk. Wolk, aye.
Please call the absent members.
Morrell, aye. Anderson. De Leon. Fuller. Gaines. Anderson, aye. Galgiani. I. Hertzberg. I. Mitchell. Wynn. Wachowski.
One more time, please. Please call the absent members.
Gaines, aye. De Leon. Fuller. Mitchell. Wynn. Wachowski.
Ayes 35, no 0. Assembly amendments are concurred in. File item 32. Senator Hernandez, do you wish to take up that item? Senator Hernandez? Not at his desk. File item 30. I'm sorry, pass on file? Items 33 and 34 have been re-referred to rules. Item 35, Senator Roth. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 229 by Senator Roth and act relating to courts and making an appropriation therefore.
Senator Roth.
Thank you, Madam President. Colleagues, Senate Bill 229, as amended in the Assembly, appropriates $5 million to fund 12 of the 50 judges that you authorized in 2007. This is a critical first step in increasing access to justice. Senate Bill 229 has received no votes in either House. I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Any debate or discussion on this item? Seeing Mr. Senator Stone.
Thank you, Madam President. I just want to commend my colleague in Riverside County for bringing this forward. We have suffered with very few judges necessary to take care of the judicial needs of our county. This will go a long ways in reducing the workloads on our attorneys and making sure that civil cases as well as criminal cases can be appropriately heard. So thank you, Senator from Riverside. I urge and I vote.
Thank you, Senator Stone. Any further debate or discussion? Senator Roth, the privilege is yours to close if you like.
Respectfully ask for an aye vote.
All debate having ceased, is there any objection to substituting our unanimous roll call?
We don't have a unanimous roll call yet.
All right, we can't use a unanimous roll call, so please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. I. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Canella. I. De Leon. Fuller. Gaines. Galgiani. I. Glazer. I. Hall. I. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Wesso. Huff. I. Jackson. I. Lara. I. Leno. I. Leyva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I, Mitchell. I, Monning. I, Morlock. I, Morell. I, Wynn. I, Nilsson. I, Pan. I, Pavley. I, Roth. I, Runner. I, Stone. I, Vidak. I, Wykowski. Wolk. Wolk, aye. Gaines, aye.
Please call the absent members.
De Leon. Fuller. Hueso. Wykowski.
Ayes 36, no 0. Assembly amendments are concurred in. File item 36, Senator Leno. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 252 by Senator Leno, enacting to pupils and making an appropriation therefor.
Senator Leno.
Thank you, Madam President. Colleagues, SB 252 is back on concurrence. The bill itself will relieve California's over 300,000 homeless youth from the cost of a high school equivalency or proficiency examination. The Assembly amendments simply sunset the use of the Special Deposit Fund at California Department of Education in 2019. I ask for your concurrence on the Assembly amendments.
Any debate or discussion on this item? Any debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I, Anderson. I, Bates. I, Bell. I, Berryhill. I, Block. I, Canella. I, De Leon. Fuller. Gaines. Galgiani. I, Glazer. Hall. I, Hancock. I, Hernandez. I, Hertzberg. I, Hill. Hueso. Huff. I, Jackson.
Aye.
I, Lara. I, Leno. I, Leyva. I, Liu. I, McGuire. I, Mendoza. I, Mitchell. I, Monning. I, Morlock. I, Morell. I, Wynn. I, Nilsson. Pan. I, Pavley. I, Roth. I, Runner. I, Stone. I, Vidak. I, Wykowski. Wolk. Wolk, aye.
Please call the absent members.
De Leon. Fuller. Gaines. Glazer. Hill. I, Hueso. Nilsson. Gaines, aye. Nilsson. I, Wykowski.
One more time, please.
De Leon. Fuller. Glazer. I, Hueso. Wykowski.
Ayes 36, no 0. Assembly amendments are concurred in. File item 37, Senator Canella. Pass on file. File item 38, Senator Galgiani. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 333 by Senator Galgiani, enacting to controlled substances.
Senator Galgiani.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members. I rise today to present SB 333 relating to 3 substances commonly known as date rape drugs. In November 2014, Proposition 47 was approved by the voters, which reclassified many crimes that were previously eligible to be charged as either a felony or a misdemeanor to solely misdemeanor charges. This included reducing the penalties for the illegal possession of the drugs Rohypnol, ketamine, and GHB, commonly known as date rape drugs. The law enforcement community and sexual assault survivor advocate organizations have expressed concern over this change and how it could potentially weaken current sexual assault laws. SB 333 would create a new felony crime for the possession of date rape drugs only with the intent to commit sexual assault. Given the difficult nature of prosecuting sexual assault crimes, the legislature should embrace this opportunity to provide serious consequences for criminals looking to use date rape drugs to facilitate a heinous crime against someone who has been incapacitated by this drug. Thank you, and I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Galgiani. Any debate or discussion on this item? Any debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. Anderson. I, Bates. I, Bell. I, Berryhill. I, Block. I, Canella. I, De Leon. Fuller. Gaines. Galgiani. I, Glazer. I, Hall. I, Hancock. I, Hernandez. I, Hertzberg. I, Hill. I, Weso. Huff. I, Jackson.
Aye.
I, Lara. I, Leno. I, Leva. I, Liu. I, McGuire. I, Mendoza. Mitchell. I, Monning. I, Morlock. I, Morrell. I, Wynn. I, Nilsson. Pan. I, Pavley. I, Roth. I, Runner. I, Stone. I, Vidak. I, Wachowski. I, Wolk. Wolk, aye.
Please call the absent members.
Allen. I, De Leon. Fuller. Gaines. I, Weso. Mendoza. I, Nilsson. Aye.
Ayes 37, no 0. Assembly amendments are concurred in. File item 39, Senator Huff. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 478 by Senator Huff, an act relating to child abuse.